Was it an old guy? Or
No, the Chinese guy. Andy?
Yeah, Nas.
Lars said, he wouldn't give a donation because accounting has it.
Which, like, again, I had people tweeting me, like, here is the link to the accounting transparency. We
I
have
even mentioned
lists
it to
of
them.
all of the expenditures and all of the donations. Like, they're still doing it. Like, you didn't do your research.
It's really just Christine, actually. She's been sitting doing it all summer. It's a very sad job. Hey, what's Christine?
Hey, what's Christine?
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, meow, meow?
Yeah. But, it was interesting. I think, the great, accomplishment out of all this giant BS of GA today was the spending free is unfrozen.
You'll notice I was very careful to make sure that none of their proposals are into mine.
Yeah, that was very good.
It was a clusterfuck.
That was a giant clusterfuck. Which I'm not saying I definitely disoppose of like changing the accounting people, but like maybe making it better, sufficient, more well-oiled machine. That sounds more freaking logical than going, we want this power. Yeah.
Right?
It sounded like that to me. Him and his magical mouse and his anons that we don't know who they are.
The safety concern was they're going to remove the financial team that's already in place that would allow us to actually have access to the funds. That is a bad idea.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys sure you want to put a half a buck or $1?
Oh, I gave Sean $2 just now because some gentleman over there gave.
Thank you.
So he has the $2 in his
I
hand.
wasn't collecting, no, I just bought something. If you want to go do,
No, $2. Yeah, he's gone.
money and I didn't know what it was for.
I was looking for you. You like vanished.
You were
Like I was.
apparently doing something.
Yeah, I saw that. I went around. Yeah, so that's a great question. So those guys who threw a proposal out onto the NYCGA, when they actually spoke about their proposal, they changed the whole program. The whole program. This is you guys back from Tampa just now. Yeah. So they're all back from Tampa, enjoying Tampa freedom. How was it?
What's going on, man?
Everyone's back. This is the bus. How many people are on the bus?
We had about, I believe, 35, 37, but it broken down.
Your bus is the one that got broke down.
Both of us broke down.
Both of them. But so you guys went to the DNC at least?
No.
So only one bus.
To the DNC. The other one just came straight here to New York. That's thanks to Aaron Black, though.
So wait, you guys came back straight from New York, or you went to DNC?
No, we was gonna go to DNC.
But you're the ones. Well, it was a malfunction. It was really not Aaron's kind of.
No. The malfunction is not Aaron's fault. I mean, it's trying to get everything set up properly. But he's a good guy. That's a mistake.
So tell me, how was it? How's Tampa? Like, give me some feedback of what you experienced.
Laid back, was chill. The police out there was like a lot more chill than the officers out here.
And how many?
They gave them too much bullshit.
How many arrests did you see that happened over there?
There was about 3 arrests with 1 march. It was all some bullshit.
And how were the campgrounds over there?
The campgrounds was good. We had 2. Romney. Well, there was supposed to be 3. We didn't have enough for Camp Ryan, so that one it was just left alone. So it was just the only 2 that was Occupy Tampa and Occupy Rising. Occupy. Yeah.
So how was it?
It was good. It was okay out there.
So what do you guys do when you were stuck? Like what occurred? And not having food or water, how do you try to get that established in donations? And what were you guys doing basically?
Can I speak about that?
Yeah, you can speak about that.
Yo, Aaron, how you say his name?
Aaron Black.
You are the man. Nobody's mad at you. But there are certain things that you need to take up to heart. We still supported you and supported the Occupy movement. And we're happy that we're fucking back home. Now we can handle some real issues in our city. And we did manage to feed everybody. People in our bus did come together and put some money up together to make sure it was okay. And we have a fucking tell you something about them cops out there. They was way too nice to us. Way too nice.
Which is a good thing, I guess, because
Actually, it was a good
they
thing.
should learn that from the NYPD in New York, because they're not nice. They're just harassing and abusing and spitting on you like you're trash.
NYPD should learn from the Tampa, Florida cops. We might get somewhere with that.
Do you have any live streamers with you on the bus?
No, they all went to the DNC.
Yeah, on DNC. All right, cool. Well, everyone's back. There's about, I guess 30 or 40 heads that are back from the trip. That the bus that broke down in Tampa that didn't end up going to the DNC. So they're all here back, and we're collaborating. And this is the group that has been like, want your money on accounting and destroy accounting. This right here, which is not part of the wonderful, beautiful, extraordinary comeback of people who are back from the Tampa. You got Bless held down the bus. I gotta give him props because my boy Brandon from De-Escalation put him in charge. So how'd it go? Like, tell me, you were like, you were.
Let me tell you how it went. We got stuck for like 18 hours with Aaron Black. They left ahead of us. Our bus broke down, but we made it all back in one piece without one problem. When the TPA paper over there, Tampa Bay Times paper, and they had no complaints. We did great. We represented the occupation because it's worldwide. It's not a one-person thing. It's a worldwide thing. Whoa.
So you guys ate well,
We didn't eat until we got back, but we came up with our funds or whatever. We're good. We're occupiers. We know how to
That's
make
great,
it
and there was
happen.
no arrest from our side.
There's no arrest on our side.
Good.
We're great.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for holding on the bus.
Time, bro. Thank you for having me, and you know what?
I'm glad you guys,
Good.
you went and you enjoyed yourself.
Yes, we did. Live from New York City, all the way from TAP, Tampa Bay,
The end.
right? Back to New York.
TRN.
Here you go.
The RNC. That's it. So there's a mic check happening right now. They're very excited right now because they just got off the bus. They were stuck in Tampa for a minute, and now they're all like fired up. They want to speak. We got Cor.
And they wanted to get us some food. And the people of the GA said,
And the people from the fucking GA said, fuck us!
so what I say is, one, two, three, fuck a GA!
Fuck a GA!
Fuck a GA!
Fuck a GA!
We're all about
They hang out the G.
All about action! Fuck the GA!
Fuck the GA! We're all about action! We're all about action! One! Fuck a GA!
They're saying fuck the GA. Once you would just finish the GA, it was kind of funny. An unspending freeze too, but.
You want to let them know you're at home? This is how you fucking come home! Is this live streaming?
Yeah, it is.
Alright, live streamer.
This is how you occupy, right?
VOA, spread the news. Friendly reminder. The homeless faction of Occupy Wall Street is back in New York City. Fuck that! And we're gonna continue to stay. The homeless faction of Occupy Trinity!
No, it's the whole group. Like,
I'm happy that we're home. What I'll say is, Aaron Black, you make our trips possible, but treat the homeless faction better. Stop using us just to make yourself look good.
No,
I think I'm not on.
Aaron, you did good.
You did good.
You did a lot of good.
You did a lot of good.
But you set up some guidelines that we did not know. But you still the fucking man. I love you, kid. Because now you made it possible for us to come back home.
Aaron Black, we're fucking home, baby! We home! I love you, Aaron!
So,
I want to show you something. I got
Ed, the medic is back with a better sleeping bag.
Lighter!
I know because
In there, I can't get it out right now. In there is a letter addressed to me. And it's addressed to 1 Liberty Plaza, Zuccotti Park. This is my fucking home, and ain't nobody gonna take me out of here.
Ed the medic is very excited and happy. But hey, you can show the letter later. I'm gonna be over there soon.
I'm not a medic right now. I'm a fucking doctor.
I know. I'm saying later you can show me the letter at Trinity. Right. Everyone's dancing. I'm very happy. It is an occupier, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna have to renovate that and like bring that back. I'm noticing the shirt and the bandana that everyone has. Where do you get that awesome shirt?
Oh, this new shirt is a little gift from Tampa, out of Tampa.
What are these like markings of
This is the guy
who got it? Oh, that's his Facebook.
Yeah.
Team jackets. Cool. Share. Nice. Is there a back thing on it?
Nah.
That's cool. I like the shirt-ish. Shirt's cool. Yeah, I noticed. Was there anything else, like buttons given out?
No, not really. We was at Romneyville the majority of the time. Occupy Tampa for a little bit too, but there wasn't like stuff like that.
Nice. Alright, man, well, a lot of people are really excited being back. Even though the cuckoo bus that came back, what? Oh, did I just say that out loud? The cuckoo bus came back? Oh.
You talk to Lewis, he will tell you that's true.
But it's all good. They're all back, and they really enjoyed it. And Aaron, they're, as much as they're saying like Aaron, but they're overall Aaron did good. Look at that, they're like riled up, so riled up, enjoying themselves. You're saying this is just practice?
This is just practice. This is just practice. One, we are the people too. We are united. This occupation is our leading. One, we are united too. We are united. The occupation is our leading. One, we are the people too. We are united. This occupation is our leading.
Hey, you wanna give me some, give me an interview and like tell me what's up and how you felt and like what,
Well, Tampa was a lot different. Like I've been to other states who occupy for different types of action, and we all been met by police brutality or angry police, a lot of aggression from the police. But the one thing I'm sure everybody can tell you was in Tampa, they actually, I don't know if it was a
they're more relaxed?
Yeah, they were more relaxed. They were more kind. They know it was sunny out there, so they gave us water.
I saw like passing Gatorade.
They gave us Gatorades. They let us sleep in certain areas, and when they would come in the morning to what we thought were going to bother us, they just came to make sure we were all good and we were hydrated. Like that was kind of weird. It was different.
Yeah, there was so much feedback on the other side, and various other people speaking about that how Tampa is going to be really enforced, and all these drones and all these tanks, and the police there's certain areas in Florida you can't sleep on the streets in Florida. It is illegal.
Yeah.
And it's just, funny to hear you guys coming back, and it was so relaxed the whole entire time.
Yeah, they probably did that to.
But how are the marches in total?
The marches were actually very successful. Like when we had when people had their faces covered and it was against their rules to have your face covered. They came, that we wouldn't take our flags off, and they just let us go. You know what I'm saying? With that, there was no back and forth arguing or anger from any side. We did our marches and we went back to the campsite and everything was fine. We got our word across with no problem.
But how, in the numbers of the marches, there are people saying that it was less than in the media and the outlets of the real life media, not the journalists or the people on the ground. They're saying that it wasn't as much marches.
Right. I mean, there were a nice couple of marches, and I'm saying I guess the most numbers we had in a march were about 400, but that was because a lot of people backed out because of the
storm.
Of the storm, yeah, the hurricane. I mean, our first 2 nights there, I mean, it was crazy. We had no shelter, like real shelter, so we all got wet, and we stood out there. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people probably just scared of the storm because it did hit pretty hard out there. Other than that, everybody had a good time, held each other down, and we left nobody behind.
Do you meet a lot of good people? Like,
yeah, we met a lot of people like from Florida, from Tampa out there, actually separately called that they couldn't get on the bus. They got Greyhound tickets, and they're gonna come up here to NYC and stay with us now. So yeah, they're gonna join us out
now, like, so how are the donations? The people from the outside, the Occupy, but the people who support Occupy, how do they go about your behavior? And like, how did they were cool with you? They were with you? Did they help out in other ways?
The community, actually, by the not in Romneyville, but by Occupy Tampa's campsite, the community really holds them down and supports the whole Occupy movement. There was no problems. They didn't care how loud we were chanting. They were very supportive of us. And by Romneyville, a lot of people that I don't even know who they were, but they would just come by in their cars and drop off food for us, donate money to us, clothes to us, and they kept us dry out there. So I don't know who they were, but they really came. A lot of people came by throughout the whole.
Just Occupy supporters.
Right, and they just gave us a lot.
Nice. Well, cool, man. I'm glad you came back. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Sorry that you didn't go to the the DNC.
Yeah, well, our bus broke down.
Yeah.
We were stranded for a few hours.
And then where do you guys where exactly were you stranded? And how did it happen? Like, what was the initial breakdown? Like, what happened? Was the engine, the tire?
When we first found out there was problems with the bus, we were just driving and it just shut off. The bus driver said it was something like with the sensors we couldn't drive, so we were stranded by a 7-Eleven for a few hours. You know what I'm saying? We had no food or nothing, but a few of us had a couple of dollars, so we were able to put that together and buy each other like chips and waters to keep us full. And then on the way back, later on during the day when we were going back, somebody, I don't know who, gave us a few dollars, and everybody else did the same thing. We put our dollars together again, and we were to buy each other dollar burgers and chicken sandwiches, so we kept each other fed.
That's good. I'm glad that you guys worked together as a team.
Yeah, we unified strongly, man. There was no time for arguing against each other. We had to hold each other down.
Nice. Well, thanks, man. You got a Twitter handle?
Yes, at YoungieBear23. Cool. YOUNGYBEAR 23.
Yeah, look him up. See what's up. Thanks again for the update. So you came back from the Tampa as well?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was pretty good. Cats were very nice and very respectable, and I had a good time.
And did you enjoy it overall, even though you had a mishap of the breakdown of the bus?
Oh no, everything went really smooth and really nice.
Did you hear about Aaron Black? What is your thoughts about Aaron Black?
I think that maybe, not talk shit about him, but I think he could have taken care of us a little better with food and stuff on the way back.
But he got you guys home, and he got you guys there.
Yeah, he got us there. He really can't control us, so.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, I think Aaron did a decent job of his responsibilities. Yeah, he could have maybe foreseen other incidents that could occurred, but those are hard to foresee. One's a fortune teller.
Oh, he got us out there.
He got you guys out there, and
We got to speak our voice, and can't do that in New York. So
yeah. And then what was your take of how relaxed the police in Tampa were compared to NY?
NYPD is totally corrupt, totally abusive, totally harassing, and the Tampa police were a little bit howdy, but I mean, all in all, it was a good time. They didn't beat anybody, I heard. So, pretty good job. Better than NYPD.
Nice. Well, thank you for giving me the update. What's your name?
All right, everybody, take care. Have fun. Peace.
All right, thanks. So, want me to ask you a couple of questions?
Go for it.
One solid question. When you came in, you were saying fuck the GA, and why did you feel now that F the GA concept?
Anybody who knows me, this ain't nothing new. I've always been fuck the GA.
No, yeah.
And
But what was making it more Trump?
Fuck a GA.
and it's probably nothing to do with a GA. It's my own personal feeling. Hey, I got like a 10 span of ants. I'm like, and the GA runs so long. Have I ever seen it really
Oh, you're right,
work?
dude. It took forever today. It was nuts.
Yeah.
But the
Have
spending
I
freeze
ever
is
seen
unfrozen.
it work?
No.
Like, have I ever seen it work? I've been in this Occupy shit for a real long time. And can I ever say, yeah, here's how the GA has ever worked? And so fuck a GA. I mean, you know, and I'm not like against all those people having GAs or whatnot, but I'm definitely like, it's not anything for me, and I'm a boots to the ground type guy. I'm not the dude to sit in this meeting for this long time and this long time. I'm a dude that's gonna do action. I'm down there for action, and so like, hey, put the boots to the ground and get the troops moving. That's what I am. And
So
I don't think that a GA does that.
So how do you guys get into? You were on the other bus, and now how do you get nicked onto their bus instead of the bus that you were originally on to go to the to DNC?
They were going to the DNC. I came back with the people that I sleep with. Whole lot of people on that bus. There are some people on that DNC bus that does sleep out here at Trinity, maybe not at a consistent basis. This is the bus that was coming back, and I started looking around. These are the people that I sleep with day in and day out, so it just probably made sense for me to be on this bus.
Are you like disappointed that you didn't make it to the DNC?
Not at all. And honestly, I think all those ENCs can go and kiss ass. I definitely wasn't looking forward to going to North Carolina. This ain't got nothing to do like I was like trying to be a Republican, and so when it comes to the Democrats, I ain't got shit to do with it. No, none of that. But when it was time to come back home, it was time to come back home. You see, we came back home, we're ready for game time.
September 17th is coming up. We just gotta wait and see what's gonna happen. So, did you feel like because of the bus being broken down, do you feel like your group of the people around the bus got more unified and got together and stronger as a?
Probably not at all. This only lasts for 5 minutes, and all the fights and shit will spark right back up. Ain't shit gonna change. But what it did prove is that when shit goes down, we know how to unify and get back together and put everything aside and get through the situation together.
Nice. We should be going to the beach sometime this week before the weather goes to shit.
We're gonna find some fucking cardboard.
We are the people. Pizza! Pizza!
This pizza for the people who came back from Arlington.
Pizza!
From Tampa.
Pizza! Pizza!
Michael Miguel in Spanish.
Alright, thanks, GA!
Put those slices in here because they'll be going in 2 seconds.
Let's talk to the one woman that I was, fond of for a minute. Hey guys, could I ask you a couple of questions because I was.
Casper, yes.
Yes, Casper. The one is somewhat polite. I can't believe the other guy yelled and screamed.
A little blow up there.
I know, it's unfortunate. If you're saying proposal, you want to be more, compassionate and, hear people's understanding and what they are concerned with instead of going, my way is the right way and you're wrong.
So someone made a good point that, there's also a 17, but one major reason people are out here is because there's proposals that deal with money, and money is a high flare-up issue. Or we wouldn't all be out here.
So I'm safe to say that you're part of his group that was in the all about of changing the system, or
I've known him for years, but I'm not in agreement with a lot of things.
Right. Well, I figured that because you're doing the minutes earlier until the laptop battery. I should have told me. I would have gave you the extended battery. But next time. But I want to ask you one thing. Do you agree the way he behaved and constructed your proposal that made it into a very what it was.
I don't think it's a good idea to be so angry and disrespectful to other people, but I also understand that he was very angry, and I've known his anger to try to correct a system that isn't working and is in a way corrupt. So he's been trying to work really hard at it, and I know him a little bit, and I respect him. But I also understood how angry he was.
How long you been going here and participating?
I haven't been. I just kind of joined this a little while ago. I've known him for a few months. And as far as making proposals, I had no idea about how to make proposals.
Those people were earlier here from proposal.
So I got caught in something.
So yeah,
that was not my thing.
Right. So
I haven't been to very many.
Did you do any research of because the accountability, the accounting is up, and all the information is there and transparent to a certain degree, obviously for law reasons of certain people who are out there are waiting for us to trip or use
a very big accounting group where when I had my business, I had a interactive job matching business, and I had about 70 to 100 people working on a weekly basis in different offices. So my accounting system was huge. I wrote about 100 checks a day, and I was working with all different accounting systems. So I was a little familiar with how those things work.
I agree.
If you make a lot of mistakes on that, or any mistakes, it's really very obvious.
Mm-hmm.
So to look at a spreadsheet and you see all the monies coming in from October, November, and you don't really see where it's coming from. You just see like a 25,000, 5,000, and then another few days, X amount of money, and then it stops in March with nothing else there at all. And on the going out end, there was just the amount that was going out. There is no more accounting than that. It's not visible, and suddenly it stops. And people say there's 30,000 left in the account now, and we have no clue as to who's in charge of it, and if they'll ever come to these meetings or whatever. Something is wrong.
I don't think I think people did come last week, as Sean did, and that's what he was saying. Sean was showing I forgot his name again. Nas. He was showing Nas the information of the transparency of the line, but he was blinded and he did not care for that. He was already enraged on that fashion, but maybe reassorting or changing the system, but dismantling a group of people who were solid in various ways or trustworthy. They never stole any money, and he's making a very giant assumption or an accusation that I'm Casper. Yeah, and I'm from Occupy.
Have you seen checks and balances?
I've seen them.
And have you seen what's come in?
I've since March. No, there's been it's been.
Have you seen that there is no transparency? I've had checks from clients.
But here.
And I have seen those checks come in.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying
so
right.
I'm telling you,
but
this is not a system that is a viable system and making it transparent. You're talking like it's transparent. It is not.
It's been transparent.
It is
the problem is it's been and the thing is it's been transparent. There's no theft. There's no theft. That's the problem. You see, there's no theft. There were people.
We don't know that.
See that? Yeah, we do actually.
We don't.
Here's the thing. In the reality.
You're asking my opinion. You're trying to tell me.
Oh, okay. That's your opinion. And then
I am telling
but you've been here. You haven't been here, as you stated.
Are you asking for my opinion, or are you trying to put me down?
No, I'm asking for your opinion.
My opinion, as a businesswoman, in the very little amount of time that I've spent on the checks and balances, is that it doesn't check. I don't see the checks and balances. I would like to, then I wouldn't be as enraged about this. And I think there is a possibility that there was money stolen. But I'm willing to put it all aside and move ahead. And I think that in order for Occupy Wall Street to make any progress in being an example for the rest of the world, that we should be accountable.
But who do you want, if this occurs, hypothetically, a change of, of people who are working in accounting now or finance, who you want them to, who's the person you want to be in, to be in that field? in that position.
I'm not saying to change it. I'm saying to look at it carefully.
Yeah,
I'm saying to review it in a committee form with a lot of people, not only in accounting, but other people who are not in accounting in this group, to come forward and to analyze the situation, to make changes that are necessary to make it more visible.
But
this gentleman, Casper, said that he knows of an accounting system to make that more transparent. And I'd like to know more about
He's not Casper.
That's Casper. Okay.
Oh.
No worries. Well, there's something called Pay Swarm. They're going to have a meeting that's, they have 60 minutes audio transcribed meetings. It's part of the W3C, World Wide Web Consortium. They set standards for the internet, and they're trying to set a payment standard. And if you go Tuesday at 2 p.m. to payswarm.com/minutes, you could just go to the meeting. All the agenda this week is all about Occupy Wall Street. And this guy actually has a video of himself mic checking the World Wide Web Consortium that sets internet standards, and talking a lot about the movement and transparent payment standards for the web as a whole, but we could definitely use that.
Yeah, I agree, but I think we had a misunderstanding on the fact that I was saying is when the proposal, what was stated online, was a different proposal what you guys brought up to our attention in the GA. That was not transparent, and then the gentleman did not want to announce who are these people who collaborated the information of what was the proposal said. Like, when you're having minutes or meetings, he wasn't his proposal. See, someone else wrote it, and you couldn't specify. It's very frightening.
I was the person who was not really.
Actually, he didn't. He called you. He called the person.
I had nobody else was writing it, and we had to get it in on a deadline. So you're
deadline.
Sort of like accusing me, sir.
I'm not accusing you. I didn't. I see you. I know. No offense, but you're going on a defense mode, which I didn't apply or accuse you at all. I said the gentleman did, and I said the gentleman was the one who was speaking for your proposal that you said you were the one who wrote it. And I did not specify it was you or generalize the information. I said
it was Sean who really wrote it, and I said, oh, that looks good to me.
Which Sean?
Sean did the proposal before.
He looked on the website. I said, I don't even know where do you make a proposal.
But no, the one that was written to change up the account that Nas gave.
No, it was not really the right proposal to put up there. It was a mistake. That was a mistake. It should have waited until we were ready to make a proposal to actually look at the accounting.
I agree,
stuff.
and Nas did not portray or feel that even. I mean, I saw on the bottom. I mean, it's live stream. When you were trying to tell him to sit down or to calm down, he disregarded you as a person. Forget like you're female. Disregarded you.
You are really missing the point here. I think that this is.
The man wasn't transparent. That was the point in his own speech.
Many people get really angry for many reasons. I think his intentions were very good. This gentleman over here knows Nas well. Nas is a respectable guy.
Nas is very difficult to deal with.
He's got a lot of good points, and he's got some that everybody gets angry about, especially when there's something that he feels so passionate about.
I agree.
To defend him. So I think that things happen. We have to forgive people.
I totally agree with that. Right.
Yeah, the idea of that it's the people and you just change the people. I think it's the structure.
I agree to that.
And I actually think a lot of this goes for Wall Street capitalism. I think all of these things go the same. So when I hear just change the people and the structure will get better, I'm very skeptical of that.
Right. Go back to the stone, like where we had things in process, but like changing the structure, making it better, making it more as a wild like oil-fashioned machine.
I think that we really have some big problems as we do in life here. To have such a big movement like this that grew so fast, we really have to downsize things and really get into a better perspective. And I don't know how to do that yet.
Right, and I really commend you of coming to this movement and admitting that you don't know the process to a certain degree, and
I don't think anybody knows the process yet.
I think
in the process, and I think
it is.
Say that
it's
we
organic.
actually know the process is really closing themselves off to letting something grow.
Oh no, I think
if you don't admit you're at fault for anything, and if you get too much of an ego, then you're really going to lose out.
I agree.
Sorry.
I agree that, but I mean, in the aspect of like today's argument, Nas failed that as being transparent.
He didn't fail.
He failed by being very angry.
And I think we have to understand that people are human.
And you know what? And here's the thing. And here's the thing about like of our compassion.
And we have to have compassion.
Right, and our compassion. That proposal that was online and what he proposed today as a speaker, we still let him speak. Usually, if the correct process would have been tabled immediately and then brought back next week, but we let it go.
You're interviewing me?
Because I felt that you weren't being heard when Nas was like pretty much ignoring you when you were trying to talk to him about the whole thing. And this gentleman respectfully at all times kept his cool and pointed out his concerns, and as well as him, and he's a wild one, right? Holy snap, crackle. And
I don't know you at all, but I would say that you're
great,
fucking
man.
angry.
He's
you're really angry at
No,
That's your reaction.
not at all. Not at all. No, not at all. I'm just saying he didn't. I'm just saying that as a gentleman, as a person.
So
Hey, first,
would you
I just
forgive
walked
him?
up, but
Yeah, of
you
course.
just say
I forgive-
something about
I
like
forgive-
minding your ego.
Yes.
You just said something about
I
minding
think
your
you
ego.
have to mind your ego.
And I promise,
You have to
that's-
mind your ego.
I've been here.
You know how they say, when you tell somebody something, do it yourself first.
I am. I'm trying to.
She's not an egomaniac. She didn't show any ego. She was very kind and she was very.
No,
That's why I just walked up.
we've been
like,
pretty solid of
I
like.
think
Ego.
the movement has a long way to go, but we have to get back to basics and find out where we're going.
What are some
It's such
basics?
The basics is how to find a community. What is love? How to get back to love and compassion.
Hey, can I ask you a question? If you have a bunch of people that camp out together,
Yeah, 19. It's been
does
studied
that
like
build
that.
community?
I'm sorry, say that again?
If you have a
People
bunch of
talking here
people
and they're
that
not
camp out together, does that build
Can't
community?
what together?
That camp out together,
Yes.
does that build community?
It can. It depends on how everybody interacts with everybody else. If they show...
Even the ups and downs of a family makes a family stronger.
Okay,
still
well, then
going?
you tell me.
I'm just like throwing it out.
Yeah, I mean, I
You
thought you
agree or you
left,
don't
actually.
agree.
I think that it depends on how you interact with each other, how you learn to respect each other.
Oh, nice.
To form a family and a community.
Yeah, further what she said is great, but here it is. We must have a center agenda in order to advance. You have to know what you're standing for your cause, and you have to have a courage in order to carry, in order to advance it. What they tried to bring here was a question that was unanswered in regard of the money, which is corruptive phenomena.
Wait, so like,
hold on, and we want to get answer. We want to reestablish. We want to restructure. Now, if we are going to follow, hold on.
You're going on past my point. You're
Okay,
going on
now-
past my point, and I was talking with this lady.
Okay.
So you came in with money in mind or community first?
We're here.
That's what he just said. You came.
No, I didn't
you,
say that.
Occupy
you,
Wall Street?
No, tonight, whatever. He just said you came with a
I
question
didn't
of
say
the
he
money.
came. I didn't say anything
She
regard of her.
came with a question of the money, is what you said out
I
your
said
mouth.
this is the
No,
problem
you're
that we're
wrong.
having
That's
it
not-
all the
that is
time.
That's what he
And
just
has to
said.
be-
That's why I asked
I
the
didn't
question.
come here for that.
So don't
I
attack
came
me,
tonight
just simply
because of
answer
one
the
thing.
question. What's the one thing?
Love.
Love, absolutely. And if you can't have love, then you can't have community. You can't have any of this. It doesn't matter what your messaging is.
That's right.
It doesn't matter like what your
I came
mission.
here to
It
build a
doesn't matter.
community.
It
I
doesn't
came
matter
here to
who
build a
understands the message
Yeah, that's what you've
or
been doing
who
lately.
understands the community or anything. If you don't come out of love, and when I hear that there are people coming on the bus and the GA says we might as well just give them water or not give them food, I don't think that is anyone acting out of love. So when I hear people speaking out of love, and then someone says someone came here to
Yeah, I'm
question
trying to
where
hear
the
that.
money went, I don't know if that's building a community or
That is
Being
and
discriminating.
I have one question for you. Can I have one question?
Can I?
I'm just taking the fact
But
that
can I
I
say
said
something
it.
on that aspect? So when the announcement did occur, right, about the bus, and well, during
Long
the,
time, it was disturbing.
but my God, but so
We did
Yes.
start.
can I?
Wait. Hurricane
No, it wasn't.
came for a very wrong time in Louisiana's lifetime. They came in.
No, wait, let her speak because because
for your information, as a facilitator, while you guys were like talking on stack, about your like concerns or questions or whatever it was, we said like, okay, we have this information we want to give because the community generally would be interested to learn that a bunch of our comrades who have been gone for a week would want, are coming back, and we want to like give them food and water. So we decided, okay, we don't want to interrupt the process. We're just gonna take a break in between like concerns and friendly amendments and just let you guys know that. And it was like a half a second thing, and the fact that the community booed us taking a second to say we have friends, comrades coming back
speaks of a whole lot of love.
Was really a little bit disturbing.
Speaks of a whole lot of love.
Like by Wall Street since October.
Right? Or no? Or does it speak of community?
So stop yelling. Yelling's not happening. It's not helping, Corey. It was just very unloving. It was like, I wish the response had been, hey, that's awesome, great, cool, we'll do what we can for them, and now let's get back on process. That's all we weren't trying to break the process, we were just kind of,
the timing, the wrong timing. He's in the heat of conversation, and he's really trying to bring agenda to the clear, and then all of a sudden, this comes here, which is about 30 minutes away, which could be said later on. So we all here to come to love them, to greet them, we give money to come, and nothing is more. They are coming from the battlefield, and we are here sitting in the armchair. They are superior. This kind of, I have no idea who is he. I admire him more than me.
This is my comrade Corey.
More than me, much more than me. But the timing breaking to that conversation was the wrong time.
But could I say?
Disrupted by the.
But can I tell you? But it's kind of like weirder. Like so, God forbid, right?
Are we all going to
yeah, we totally are. Yeah. So God forbid, a vehicle, right, just hit one. Like God forbid, and hypothetically,
we're ready to go.
One of our people from Occupy or anyone just got struck by a car just now. I'm saying like, so what's the? So was it a? How? Dude, they were stranded. Their bus broke down. They didn't go to that place. But anyway, I just want to say thanks for letting me speak. I'm not angry at Nas, dude. I swear to God, dude. Since day one, I got cracked in the face, like spat on, and guess what? Next day I'm like this. Here you go, and shake their hands and like that's what we do.
I definitely agree. People should be able to make an announcement because what happens when.
But I appreciate it. And nice meeting you.
So yeah, people should be able to make an announcement.
Yeah, but it's alright.
You want to have a beer?
Yeah, we're on.
Yeah, we are. Hey. Alright, well, did you just come back from the trip? No.
I've been camping in Trinity.
Oh, nice. Nice seeing you. Thank you. Alright, I'm going to shut down. Take a water. Everyone's very happy. Welcome back. Rob in the water. Welcome back, guys. Enjoy. I'm glad you're all safe and sound. All right.
Thank you.
Hey. All right. So I wanted to ask their questions and what was going on and stuff like that. It was really back and forth, which was annoying, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm glad that I let my shit out my chest because of what I wanted to ask and my questions, and I'm still to say right now, my opinion, that Nas came about it. His proposal was just bogus. That group that I always talk to are always a little problematic because he got always another new person speaking for the group. It's never that main guy or a main woman or a main person. It was always this entity that's in the midst that writing these proposals for them, but it's never them.
I'm sorry that I came over there and started being a
No, you're totally right. No, I don't care.